I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I hope my friend that I'm doing this video about will not get angry. I'm not doing this video for any specific reason apart from the fact that we should ask after each other, particularly your classmates, your childhood friends, and who else? Your schoolmates. I was coming from somewhere with Pastor Abraham. We had an exciting time, and as I was driving through a community, I saw one man with gray hair was crossing the road, looking very unhealthy and unkempt. He was my classmate in secondary school, and the school I attended, Government College Ugeli, we call ourselves Mariners, and our logo is the ship. And when you are in the ship, you care for each other. The strength of each other is harnessed to keep the ship sailing. And our slogan is keep the ship sailing. We call ourselves the younger generation call themselves, and us, the biggest brotherhood in the world. And it is true. So I saw that's my classmate. And I told Abraham, that's my classmate. My classmate. And there was a pain in my heart. There was something that just triggered. It's as if I saw my brother, blood brother. Then, fortunately for him, my other classmates were meeting in Lagos in, I think, Matthew Edevie's office, the CEO of Income Electrics. Is one of the few persons that can really look for my trouble. I think he is in charge of Port Harcourt. He manages Port Harcourt Electricity Distributing Company. That's his business. He has one of the biggest energy companies in Africa. So they were meeting in his office, and then they called. I had a WhatsApp group call, and I answered once I saw it was my classmates. And then I told them that I saw our classmate. He was not looking good. They said, no, 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 no. I should immediately look for him and contact him. If he is sick, I should send him to Capitol Hill Hospital that is owned by our junior at Government College Ugeli, Dr. Ranyo Okbaranyote. I should send him there. I said, what if his finances that I should bring? They said I should bring the matter back to the class. And I posted into our WhatsApp group, our school WhatsApp group. And within a short while, I had his phone number. I called him that I saw you were not looking too good. Please, can you come to my house? I described my house and he came. My classmate was looking bad. And then I interviewed him. And I was grieved in my spirit. Said he was owing rent for 4 years. He had been sick for many years we left school. had been battling diabetes. And his first wife left him. When I keep telling men, some women will come here and talk of love and this and that. First wife left him. It's another woman that has been taking care of him. His younger brothers that he trained, have neglected him. I can understand he's not a Christian. Me too. I'm a pastor. He belongs to another belief system, but that does not matter. It's humanity. How can we evangelize people if we don't care for them? When I was sick, did you visit me? When I was hungry, did you feed me? When I was naked, did you clothe me? When I was homeless, did you accommodate me? And then the believers will say, Master, when were you sick? When were you hungry? That we didn't feed you. That scripture has held me since I was a very young man, and that's why I do some charity work. And so I gave him a check of 50,000. His face brightened. He's a very brilliant man, I'm telling you. More brilliant because he read engineering. I couldn't read engineering. Very brilliant man. His face lit up. His life became aglow. And he said, you won't know what you have done for me. He called me that my Obonge name. If you know it, don't write it here. I'll quarrel with you. Called me that my Obonge name. They used to call me in class. And he said in Yoruba language, can I digwe for you? That is kneel down to greet me. I said, no, you might be older than I am. And frankly speaking, he was 1 year older than I am. And then I digwe for him. He said, but can I hug you? I said, hug me. You're my classmate. You're my brother. And he hugged me. And then I saw him off. He was so happy. He was so delighted. He said, you won't know what you have done for me. And I promised him I will pay his rent after my classmate said, Matthew Edebia said, he will pay the 1 million naira rent, clear it. Then I told him I will pay his rent. Then I didn't hear from him until the day before yesterday. He called me that he needs to pay his rent. The initial selfish human being is to want to get angry. Why didn't you tell me since? Why are you just bumping on me? As I entered the bathroom, God told me that you reach a certain age, or like my spirit told me, you reach a certain age, you don't labor for yourself. You create wealth to be able to meet the needs of others. And frankly speaking, how much can I eat? How many clothes do I wear? You will notice that I use the same clothes to do all these videos. How many cars can you drive? I trek most times. How many beds can you sleep on? And my spirit told me, you are not richer than your responsibilities. If your brother is poor, you are poor, excepting the ones that are outlaws. There are the ones I have, they are not doing well. I give them opportunities over and over again. I have documents here that they signed when they misbehave. I told them the reason I'm making you sign this document is so that in future, when you start reaping the fruits of your labor, people will not say I did not take care of you. The documents are there. Some of them up to 30 years, they signed. You are not richer than your community. If your community is a backward community, you are backward, it will be used to insult you. You are not richer than your country. if you are very, very rich and your country is backward, you don't mind my pronunciation of country. If na COUNT in account, then the ROY in a country, you can't do me anything. You are richer than your country, you are still a poor man, because if they want to talk about the per capita income of your country, they will count all the poor people plus your wealth and then divide your wealth and their own to average it and say you are from a poor country. That's why, despite what you don't like about Dangote, despite what I don't like about him, I admire the fact that he said he owns no house overseas. All his buildings are in Nigeria and his investments in Africa. I respect him for that. I own no investment outside Uroboland. All my investments are in Uroboland. I employ our people and people from other tribes. I use people from my community to work if I need workers. If they are not good enough, I'll bring a supervisor from outside so that the money can circulate within us. And so my classmate came. He was looking fine. He was looking fine. He told me, you remember, he's not a Christian. He said, God has used you to save my life. I thank God it is you that is making me healthy. I was moved. And told me some of the things he had gone through. The tendency was for me to pay the rent that is due. But this guy came here before 7 a.m. I told him, it's like you did not sleep. He said he did not sleep. That he entered the first tricycle that will pass their community. So I gave him a check for 1 year rent. At least his rent is paid for 1 year. Recently, I received a phone call from somebody, from one of my juniors at Government College Ughelli. I picked the call. It was a woman's voice. The woman said he was late. I didn't know when he died. And she told me she was passing through challenges. I also learned that his first wife left him. And it was this woman that took care of him. I don't know if they had children. I wasn't bold enough to ask. And I told her because I don't know her. Never heard from her before. She said she was scrolling through the husband's phone and saw my name with Government College Ughelli at the end, Apoki GCU or GCU Apoki. And she decided to call. And she called me. I said, okay, is there any old boy in Benin City that you know? He said, yes, I know Itagene. I said, call Dr. Itagene to call me. So Dr. Itagene called me. Itagene was my junior and confirmed. And I sent money to her. She was very happy. As I talk, I feel some pain. I did not know what that my junior went through before dying. It is not enough for old friends to gather for somebody's funeral. Let's ask of him when he is alive. Let's call them when they are alive. Only one phone call can change somebody's situation. One of my in-laws was passing loose tools and she fell down and died. If she had called me, I'm passing loose tools. A prescription of less than 2,000 naira would have saved her, but I contributed 200,000 naira towards her burial. I'm calling these things to show comparative analysis of how we relate with people. I didn't give her 200,000 when she was alive. Now I'm contributing 200,000 towards her funeral. That's the way we behave. And when we come to these funerals, we start laughing and gisting and all this and taking pictures, doing selfie and all that. It would have been much better if we made a phone call one or twice to know how they are faring. So today I've called 3 of my classmates. I called one yesterday. He was discussing with the daughter, and he called back and we talked for nearly 30 minutes. Another one from Lagos called him. We shared phone numbers and I called that one. And when I get to London, I'm going to call my classmates. I've not seen one of them for 41 years. And my roommate, I called him now, my former roommate, I called him, he didn't respond, but I will call him when I get to London. When you reach 60 and above, interact, ask of each other. One of the things you must realize, the friendship you cultivated when you were younger, when you had nothing, when the friendship was natural, organic, and pure, there were no privileges or aspirations attached to your friendship. They are the most enduring friendships. And remember, old brooms scrub and sweep better than new brooms. I remain Dr. Charles Apoki. I hope you will share this video to somebody, to remember to call somebody. Remember, where is your brother? Don't answer like Cain. Am I my brother's keeper? Send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62 to attend my webinar coming up on the 18th and 19th of April. I'll be in the UK from 14th of April to 1st of May before I come back to my wonderful country. I have properties for sale. If you want to interact with me or meet with me in the UK, send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62. It will link you with the arrangements we are currently making to meet and greet. I'm not coming to preach. I've never been to the UK. I want to see Buckingham Palace, Big Ben, Trafalgar Square, see Oxford University, Cambridge University, go to Greenwich, see the Greenwich Mean Time line. I want to go to Cardiff. I want to go to Belfast. I want to go to Glasgow, Manchester, see Manchester United, Manchester City, Stadia, and come back. I remain Dr. Charles Apoki. God bless you. If you have not subscribed to this channel, you are not really my friend. You know, be my friend. 60% of my list, those who watch, have not subscribed. And we have 140,000 subscribers. So if you add another 600,000, we're getting close to 1 million subscribers. So don't only watch, subscribe, and share with others. God bless you.